Are you dreading going to work tomorrow? Have you begun to just absolutely hate your toxic job? Are you over the age of 50 and you just dream of retirement? You still want to work, but like, how can I get out of the rat race of how I was able to get out of a toxic teaching job? If you want to maximize your health, wealth, and happiness, I'm Casey Ann Reynolds. Please hit subscribe, notification bell. Into those 10 lessons I've learned from quitting a toxic job. I was 57 at the time, and going into the part-time. Most important was my health was not worth it. So I was a teacher, and teaching had become very toxic. It was increasing my blood pressure, which at one point was 200/95. I was having anxiety, panic attacks. It was just a hot mess. And I was never getting any sleep. It's like I could never sleep because I had to be up at 4:30 in the morning so I could answer angry parent emails or no. You never knew when you get an observation. It was just stress, more stress. And you know what? Our healthy life expectancy is 63. Okay, 63. I'm 57. That's not that many years. I taught math. 6 years. I'm like, you know what? This is not worth it. It's just so not worth it to live in that environment. And sadly enough, in the school I was working at, there was a teacher who died on the job before the age of 60. And then we also had a lockdown. And I thought, I don't want to die with a loaded gun, some crazy 14-year-old shooting everybody up. No, I didn't want to do that. And a couple gang fights with razor blades and such like that. I was like, if you are scared of retiring from whatever job that you're thinking about retiring from, and unfortunately, I'm watching so many YouTube videos where people have gotten RIF, reduction in force, age discrimination. We can't discriminate against anybody except if you're old, then we can discriminate against you. Friends, it's happening all the time. I'm just watching so many YouTubers that are talking about their experience of getting laid off. So for some people, this video is not like, I wanted to quit my job, I didn't even like it, but they got laid off, right? So I'm going to give you encouragement. I love punching that clock. You know why? Because I am done. I think we have all been sold a bill of goods on being a salaried employee. It's just, yeah, it's more status and such like that, but you are working all these hours for. So I really always got really offended by that. But the truth is that particularly if you're a woman in an industry that is dominated by women, you're expected to do a lot of extra work for no pay. So I love punching that clock. Guess what? I don't work if I don't get paid. Love that concept. I think it's be super helpful to you if you're in this transition period. So I had to find a part-time job that was well paying for me as hospitality industry. I currently make between $30 to $50 an hour. Way more than a teacher. Yeah. So I actually was able to downsize my home, move to a more thriving, touristy town. So don't get scared. In 6 years, my plan is to move to like Costa Rica or someplace to actually really retire. But right now I'm kind of doing phased in retirement. So I did downsize my home. And so that added to my net wealth of $250,000. Yes, that was really helpful to me. And so don't be discouraged if you are in that situation. Look for those thriving, growing cities and find that bedroom community, and you can actually really increase your net wealth. So a really great lesson that I learned. First it was scary, but then I was like, hey, this is not scary at all. I'm actually increasing my net. Number 4 is that because I actually really enjoy my job, it's no stress, it's easy peasy beyond belief. and make super good money and full benefits and everything like that, I can easily work 10 years longer. As a teacher, I was like, I can't work 10 minutes longer. I mean, I've got these kids coming at me and admin and parents, and I'm like, I'm gonna have a nervous breakdown. Yeah, it's gonna happen. But you know, in the job I'm at, now I'm in a pretty physically demanding job, and I know that not everybody can do that. I totally understand, but anybody can work front desk, could be like barista, breakfast server. There's many jobs in a high-end luxury hotel. So we have to like kind of move towards a more thriving city that you can do. So the ultimate job is kind of concierge. That's really what I think everyone's goal should be. So that's something anybody could do easy peasy for 10 years if needed. And you know, then you're making your income, you've got their health insurance. And so it's just a great way, if you took that times 10, that could conceivably add, you know, at least $750,000 to your net wealth, because you never want to take that Social Security early. So this is a great way if you haven't saved to retirement and you're watching this video and you've been stuck, either you hate your job and want to quit it, or B, you've been stuck in a rip and you've been forced to retire early. You know, I hope you find this information helpful, that there is life and happiness and peace, love, and joy if you've been forced in that situation. Is that now I can fulfill my dreams. You know, Marcus Aurelius said, and is that we should not fear death, but never having lived, okay? So many of us, we never live. You know, we want to write that book, we want to start that business, we want to paint, we want to create jewelry, we want to do all these amazing things. And guess what? People have strokes, people die, you know, and you never got to do the amazing things that you wanted to do. So now I'm like a YouTuber, I love it. Subscribe, like, notify, thank you. I love you guys so much. And a blogger, I'm getting to live my dreams. And for the first time in my life, I have a voice. So this is amazing, I love it. And that's a great reason to get into a job that doesn't take every ounce of your mental space. You're wearing a uniform. Oh my gosh, I love it. It's just so easy peasy. It's just like a black blouse, black pants, and some like Doc Martens, okay? It's easy. You know, you have to get like a couple of cute little trendy tattoos and earrings and such like that so you look a little younger. But do you know how much money I've wasted in my life on dressing for work every day and the time you think about, and I love it. Number 7. So now I'm physically active. So if you are like me as a teacher, I had been a regular ed teacher and I switched over to special ed. I got overwhelmed with regular ed, and you feel like you get that turkey neck, like turkey vulture neck, like where you're like, you know, it's just like, I hated that. It was just hunched over a desk, like 8 hours a day, writing reports, doing documentation. And now I'm physically active. So instead of having, I did notice it took a whole 18 months for that neck humpy thing to go away, where you're like, your shoulders are pulled back, your neck's like hunched over like a vulture. It took 18 months for that totally to go away. And because I'm physically, there's nothing wrong with like running around and being physically active. Like at first, oddly enough, it's very physically demanding, and I feel like it's kind of reversed the aging process. This is my favorite one. I don't work for free anymore. Yes, I love that. As a teacher, we are always asked to work for free because, you know, you just love the kids. If you don't work for free, you're a bad human being and people will talk about you and say bad things about you. Now, when I work, I get paid. This is my favorite part, my absolute favorite part. I wake up in the morning, I do work 4 to 5 evenings a week. I do work 4 to 5 evenings a week, and I work, late at night, sometimes the worst I work till like 3 or 4. And I don't want to discourage you, that's very atypical. When I wake up in the morning, it's so relaxing. There's no emails to answer. There's no students to face. I just wake up when I want to. My cat loves to snuggle on my arm and he's like licking my face and I'm like, dude, you got cat breath, please stop. And I drink my tea, I go for a run, I eat a little brekkie, and it's just like relaxing and easy peasy. Work on some videos, I'm working my nutrition certification. So like, it's just calm and easy peasy. Then I go to work and I don't really think about work. Work is just, it's mindless. Serving drinks and clearing tables. I've done that my whole life. My whole entire life. Absolutely. So it's so easy, so relaxing. But just having that calmness and not having to wake up at 4:30 and rush off and face a bunch of surly middle schoolers and drama. This has been so nice and so relaxing. The most important reason is life is short. Life is so short, Sometimes we don't really think about it. If you're in a toxic job, even if you're a woman and you're taught that you must be in a toxic job because you're a woman and women are just supposed to do that. No, you can have a job that pays you. You can have a side hustle. You can start your own business like I have. There's so many things. You can work a part-time job for the insurance, start your side hustle. Ladies, men, anyone over 50, life is short. You need to do something that you love and enjoy. Am I still impacting and influencing people? Yes, I'm still able to do that. I feel like it is impactful. We have wisdom that we can impart, but I hope you are now encouraged, inspired to maybe make some changes in your life, particularly with your health. And I wish you peace, love, and joy.